Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates reveal fans are wondering if John Lindstrom, Kevin Collins, returning to the ABC soap means that he's leaving Beyond the Gates. This is the first that Kevin has been seen in a year after he went to BTG to play Joey Armstrong. Read on to see what Lindstrom had to say. Here's what soap fans should know about John Lindstrom's trip to Port Charles. December has just begun, but the final month of 2025 has ushered in John Lindstrom's return to General Hospital. Fans of the ABC soap have not seen the actor in Port Charles for a year. That has changed with Kevin Collins' character re-entering the scene in the episode airing on Tuesday, December 2. What does this mean for Lindstrom's role as Joey Armstrong on Beyond the Gates? Here's what we've learned. BT fans can breathe a sigh of relief. While Lindstrom's return to Port Charles may thrill GA viewers, it doesn't imply he's leaving the CBS daytime drama. In a conversation with TV Insider, the actor revealed that when he informed GH Frank Valentini about his casting in BTG, he was given the chance to keep the door open. That way, Kevin can make guest appearances. John said, "When I reached out to Frank to let him know I would be joining Beyond the Gates on Election Day 2024, he asked me, 'Can you manage both?' I replied, 'Well, technically, yes, since I'm not under contract. The only complication is that they're 2,000 miles apart.' Although Port Charles is based in New York, the actual filming takes place in Los Angeles. This wouldn't pose an issue if BTG weren't shot in Atlanta, complicating the logistics of managing both roles. Lindstrom noted that his appearances as Kevin had dwindled to about once or twice a month before he took on the role of Joey, meaning there wasn't an ongoing storyline that required development. However, this didn't imply he was free to participate in an episode occasionally, considering his commitments to BT. This situation clarifies why it has been a year since GH fans last saw Lindstrom. Nonetheless, when the GH team managed to devise a solution, he accepted their proposal. To their credit, they approached me and suggested, "What if we schedule several shows over a few days? Would that make the trip worthwhile for you?" The quick answer is, absolutely. Moreover, I believe Jeannie Francis is growing weary of conversing with a disembodied Kevin over the phone. Kevin's return will be pivotal as GH navigates the repercussions of Professor Henry Dalton's, Daniel Goddard, passing, which has led Laura to rely on Sonny, Maurice Bernard. Lindstrom mentioned that Kevin isn't fond of the situation, but he also comprehends it. Being the therapist that he is, he recognizes the importance of human connection. Regarding whether the actor will be making regular trips to Port Charles, that will hinge on his availability. He remarked, "I'm open to doing GH anytime. I just can't say if we can coordinate it. I'm busier than I've ever been, and I thought I'd be retired by now." And Lindstrom is indeed quite occupied. Not only is he portraying two characters on two different soap operas, but he's also an upcoming author, actively promoting his books. How he manages to find time to write novels in between is a puzzle even Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, couldn't unravel. There's no respite for the wicked, especially not for Joey Armstrong. While he doesn't operate a legitimate business, Joey's method of making money often puts him in direct competition with the influential figures of Fairmont Crest. Right now, he's boasting about having a senator in his corner while managing his assortment of dubious activities. This role has the soap veteran invigorated and eager to dive into work. Lindstrom is keen to contribute to BTE's expansion as a new soap opera, making it a daytime drama that captures his attention. General Hospital fans are buzzing with questions after the sudden and thrilling news that John Lindstrom is returning to Port Charles. The beloved actor, known for his masterful portrayals of both Kevin Collins and the notorious Ryan Chamberlain, has been a staple of GH history for years. But now that word of his comeback is spreading fast, viewers can't help but wonder what this means for his involvement in the popular horror franchise Beyond the Gates. Is Lindstrom leaving the chilling world of indie horror behind? Or is this simply another chapter in a career that thrives on multitasking? Theories are already exploding across social media. Some fans believe his GH return signals a full-circle storyline, especially with unresolved plots surrounding Kevin, Ism, and the future of Port Charles' darker psychological arcs. Others worry that the demanding schedule of a daytime drama may conflict with the filming commitments, promotional demands, and ongoing development of Beyond the Gates, which has become a cult hit thanks in part to Lindstrom's chilling and charismatic presence. The question is simple but loaded. Can John Lindstrom do both, or will one project eventually give way to the other? General Hospital has been in need of seasoned veteran anchors, especially as the soap navigates shifting storylines, cast departures, and retooling behind the scenes. Lindstrom's return could be a strategic move by the show, an effort to restore emotional depth, history, and familiarity as the soap weaves its next major arcs. Kevin Collins, in particular, is a character who carries decades of backstory that can instantly elevate tension and intrigue in any plot. And if GH is ready to revisit the dark psychology that once made the show's storytelling pulse with edge-of-your-seat suspense, then Lindstrom is exactly the actor they need front and center. But Beyond the Gates has also become a defining part of Lindstrom's more recent career. The franchise blends psychological horror with retro supernatural elements, and it has earned praise for resurrecting the feel of 80s-style VH-inspired storytelling. His work there has expanded his fan base far beyond daytime viewers, reaching horror fans who may not know GH, but know Lindstrom's ability to deliver chilling, grounded performances. Walking away from that world would be a significant decision, and not one taken lightly. G8 insiders know how demanding the shooting schedule can be. Daytime dramas film at a rapid pace, requiring long days, multiple scenes, and an intense commitment to storytelling continuity. Meanwhile, horror films, especially those driven by tight budgets and indie creativity, require flexible schedules, travel commitments, and promotional tours. The real challenge isn't whether Lindstrom wants to do both. It's whether the logistics make it feasible. And with GH likely putting Kevin Collins in the middle of a major storyline, one that could pull him into Laura's current arc, the Esm mystery, or something entirely new, Lindstrom's availability may tighten dramatically. Of course, there's also the possibility that GA's return doesn't signify a long-term contract. In the soap world, actors often return for short arcs, special events, or limited runs that still pack a huge punch. It's possible that Lindstrom has agreed to a storyline with a defined beginning and end, one that gives fans the excitement of Kevin's presence, without permanently disrupting Lindstrom's involvement in Beyond the Gates. If this is a shorter stint, he may seamlessly continue working on future installments of the horror franchise. But there is another angle fans are whispering about. What if Lindstrom's role in Beyond the Gates takes a dramatic turn that requires less on-screen time going forward? Horror franchises often shift focus, introduce new villains, or take storylines in unexpected directions. If Lindstrom completed the bulk of his commitments before GH asked him back, then his schedule may be far more open than fans realize. His return to General Hospital may not be a matter of choosing between projects, but a well-timed opportunity shaped around a natural break in his horror commitments. And then there's the possibility the two worlds may actually complement each other. GH thrives on psychological drama, and if writers intend to usher in a new era of gothic tension, something reminiscent of the days of Ryan Chamberlain, Heather Webber, and the dark corners of Ferncliff, then Lindstrom's experience in the horror genre may enrich the tone of what's coming. Beyond the Gates kept his horror instincts sharp. GH could benefit from that energy right now more than ever. Fans shouldn't ignore the fact that General Hospital has a long tradition of embracing actors with outside creative projects. Many cast members balance writing, directing, filming independent movies, recording music, and even appearing in primetime shows. GH is uniquely flexible when an actor is valued. And Lindstrom is absolutely valued. If both sides want this to work, they usually make it work. So does John Lindstrom's return to GH mean goodbye to Beyond the Gates? Not necessarily. What it does mean is that GH sees an opportunity to bring back one of its most compelling performers at a time when the canvas needs grounding and complexity. Whether Lindstrom steps back from the horror franchise temporarily or finds a balance between both worlds remains to be seen. What fans can count on is this: John Lindstrom is returning to the place where he made television history, and his presence is bound to shift the energy of Port Charles in a major way. Whether Kevin Collins becomes a stabilizing force or the town's next source of deep psychological suspense is still a mystery. But one thing is clear: Lindstrom's return is a win for GH, and it's a development that could redefine the show's direction in the coming months. Stay tuned, because whatever John Lindstrom does next, whether he haunts GH, Beyond the Gates, or both, his fans will be right there watching every step. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.